invited to speak, that would be super helpful. And I'm going to start my recording as well. Welcome everyone to Garden in Full Bloom at the XR Women Museum. I am so happy to have you here today. This exhibition begins with a simple question. What happens when we imagine a garden without the physical limitations of a garden? In an immersive world, flowers can break through ceilings, trees can become architecture, a garden can expand beyond its walls. We can walk through it, enter it, interact with it, and imagine it in ways that aren't possible in a physical garden. And that is really what I wanted this exhibition to explore. Not simply flowers or plants, but transformation, connection, imagination, sustainability, and the possibility of creating worlds together. Before we begin, I want to go through a little XR Women housekeeping. Near me, here on the wall, is a PDF which you're able to click on. This purple, you can zoom on it and it will open up for you. You're able to see Garden in Full Bloom. And I want to share that this is a community-centered museum, and our goal is to create a space where people feel welcomed, respected, and able to participate. Our basic community standards are simple. Be kind, be curious, give people room to participate, respect different perspectives and creative practices, and remember that there are real people behind every avatar. Please also be mindful that people experience immersive environments differently depending on their device, accessibility needs, and comfort level. It's likely you know that you are recorded today and you are able to share that recording later on and celebrate our exhibit together. I also want to take a moment to thank the people and organizations who helped make XR Women Museum, XR Women, and all of our initiatives possible. Museums like this are built through artists, volunteers, collaborators, supporters, and communities who believe these spaces are worth creating. And thank you to everyone who has helped make this possible. We know that you want to participate in making an impact today, and you're able to support our community through meaningful action. Please check out our website to learn more about how to participate in keeping us going. Our blog, edited by leadership fellow Christine Hobby, has been amazing. This blog has been highlighting stories from our community, and we encourage you to submit something to our blog. We also have some upcoming wonderful programming coming up. The Metaverse for Humanity, our XR roundtables, and today's Garden in Full Bloom. One of the things I love about this museum is that exhibitions aren't isolated events. They become opportunities for conversations, experiments, workshops, artist talks, and new collaborations. In just a moment, I'm going to remove the barrier here in the lobby and we're going to enter the garden together. Because we have so many artists with us today, I want to give everyone who is here a chance to speak about their work, but we're going to do it very briefly. When we reach the artist who is present, I'll invite them to share either one sentence about their work or 3 words that describe it. That's intentionality designed to be brief so that we can hear from as many artists as possible and still experience the whole garden together. So if I ask you to speak, don't feel like you need to give us your entire artist statement. Just give us one sentence or 3 words. Okay, let's open the garden. I am going to go into editing mode. Oh, one moment. First, the signs come down. No more signs, only flowers. No more walls. Here we go. Join me.
Woo!
Oh, thank you, Ariel. Thank you. So amazing to see everyone join inside of this first gallery. Welcome to the first gallery. I wanted the exhibition to begin with a very particular energy. These works are not quietly blooming. They are bursting into the space. They break through architecture. They change scale. They transform boundaries and they turn thresholds into openings. There is a kind of declaration happening here. We are here. We are changing. We are taking up space. Tink's Playground, are you here today? Yay! Yay! All right. Tink, I'm going to start with you. Tink Playground's flowers are the first thing I want you to notice. They don't politely remain inside of the space that has been given to them. They literally come through the ceiling. The architecture becomes something the flowers push against, emerging through and ultimately transform. Tink, one sentence or 3 words. What does it mean to you for these flowers to break through the ceiling? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Tink. Ren's Renders, are you here today? We have Threshold, this tree arbor. Ren's Renders takes the idea of nature becoming architecture even further. Instead of simply looking at a tree, we will move through it. The branches create an architectural threshold. The natural world becomes the doorway into another space. Nature isn't decoration here, it is structure. Wrens are one more moment to see if you're here. Okay, we're going to move to Galina Shrevchenko's Fleur de Resistance brings another kind of energy into this gallery. Even the title gives us something to think about. the flower as resistance. A flower can be delicate and still be incredibly persistent. It can grow through cracks, return after being cut back, and occupy space that wasn't necessarily intended for it. Galena, are you with us? Looking for Galena. Another sharing about Galena is that we have the spiral on the wall here, and the spiral is once you click on it, it goes to a museum annex. And of course, you can return right back to the museum. But like a garden, it's impossible to contain it in one space. This gallery opens outward. This portal leads to an additional garden, works and AR experiences. I wanted the garden to feel abundant. You think you've reached the edge of one space and suddenly there is another. That's one of the things immersive environments can do particularly well. The garden doesn't have to fit inside of one room. And now we're going to take a short side trip into the screening library. This room branches off of Gallery 1, but I wanted it to have a different rhythm. We've just experienced work that bursts through architecture. And here we move into something more intimate and contemplative. Julia Bruton's work, Matriarchs, invites us to think about the garden through another kind of presence, one that connects bodies, nature, identity, and larger systems around us. Julia, I've seen you here today. Let me turn around and find you.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I'm so glad. I have a question. One sentence or 3 words. What do you want us to feel when we enter Matriarchs?
Be curious and go back to your matriarchal roots.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I will share that we will have an event of a film screening where we will be featuring matriarchs as well as all of the films and videos submitted to this exhibit. There's over 10 films, and we're really excited to invite everybody back to this gallery and museum to experience. We have Rosemary Marchetta's Unfolding. Rosemary Marchetta's Unfolding gives us another way to think about the title of this exhibition, Eternal Unfolding. This exhibition, Garden in Full Bloom. Because blooming isn't simply an instant, it's an eternal unfolding. Because something visible becomes gradually transformed. Something opens, something pollinates, something goes into seed. Rosemary is not with us today, but she wanted us to have a message about her work, which shares that this unfolding is a archetype of women around the world and our experience, which brings a unification. And we're going to thank you for joining us. We're going to enter back into Gallery 1, and we will traverse through. The first gallery space was about declaration and transformation. This next space is much more about connection. This part of the garden is interested in what happens between things. Pardon me. Roots connected underground. Plants grow beside one another. Bodies connect. Energy moves. The garden becomes less a collection of individual things and more of a network. Joanne Shivanti, are you here today?
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. Joanne's heart chakra gives us a special, beautiful entry point into this idea of connection. The heart chakra is associated with love, compassion, relationship, and connection. Here, the idea enters the garden. Joanne, one sentence or 3 words. What feeling do you want your heart chakra to bring into the garden?
Love for everything blossoming.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you, Joanne. Karen Vanderpool Hurl created these tilt brush drawings. Moon Garden. Karen brings drawings into an entirely different spatial condition. Instead of drawing on a flat surface, these marks exist in 3-dimensional space. You can move around them. You're not just looking at a drawing, you are inside the drawing space. Karen, one sentence or 3 words. What changed for you when drawing became 3-dimensional?
Hi, Paige. Yeah, to me, it was the first time I was able to really show the world what had been in my head for all of these years.
That is beautiful and so important to be able to show what's been in your head through this medium. Cat Moon, waiting for Robert. Here on the back wall. Hi, Celeste. Cute dress.
Good morning.
Yeah. Cat Moon's waiting for Robert brings a more personal and emotional register. The garden can hold memory and longing as well as beauty. Gardens aren't only places of celebration. They can also be places where we wait, remember, grieve, and return. Kat, are you here today? We will move forward with Trish Giannakis' Wall of Opulence here in the alcove, as well as Trish has a work in our front lobby as well, and we will return to that. Trish Giannakis' Veil of Opulence brings us into another relationship between the natural and the constructed. There is beauty here, but also layering, surface, abundance, and the possibility of what is revealed or concealed. Trish, I have seen you today. I'm looking for you now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, I'm in a workshop. There's about 25 people here. We're on our lunch break. Thank you for having me, and thank you all for being here. This is a piece that I start with raku sculpture, and then I translate it into 3D, bringing the piece into Blender where I add the particle animation. This particular piece has a feeling of heritage as well. The flowers on the top of the head of the female face are actually silver dollars from seeds from my grandmother. And then behind her rests a mirror. At certain angles, you could see your own reflection along with the particles moving around. I hope you all enjoy the piece. Thank you, Paige.
Oh, thank you so much, Trish, and welcome to your community who's joined us today.
Thank
We
you.
are thrilled to have all among us. Now let's take a look at LM Design 8's beautiful high energy vase in the center of our space. This high energy positive vase is bursting through our world with good fortune, mama energy, and exuberance. Leah, LM, I have a question for you. What does the idea of high energy mean to you? Leah writes, this 3D scanning of my Mother's Day. Oh, let me go back to that chat. One moment. Leah writes, this 3D scanning of my Mother's Day bouquet becomes charged by the healing affirmation, I love and accept myself. And the butterflies flying around are to even further charging crown, throat, and root chakras. I want people to heal within my art. I bridge the physical and digital and have an AR surprise for you that can be experienced anytime you want. Thank you, Leah. Thank you for sharing this beautiful work. I feel like your art always anchors our exhibition with abundance and joy. Thank you so much. We're going to continue the circle at where now we will look on this wall. We have Petra Van Berkham's Untitled. This animated tree blooms in an unexpected way. Beneath its surface, roots draw energy from the soil and the living world around them. That energy travels upward through the tree, but somewhere along the way, it breaks apart, transforming into clouds and rain that return to the ground and nourish new growth. Petra, a question for you.
Hi.
Hi. In one sentence or 3 words, how does it feel to draw tree roots or be rooted?
Good question. The roots were really great to create because I could let go of control. So what I did is just let my arms and my hands move freely. And I hope that is maybe a little bit how it feels to be rooted.
I think that with good soil, roots can move truly freely, and in a cultivated space, we all need the roots around us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're here now looking at Dot Cannon's world. This world reminds us that gardens are also places where stories happen. We gather in them. We imagine in them. We tell stories, and those stories become another kind of thing that grows. Dot, when we listen to our Stardust, as the title of your work are, in one sentence or 3 words, what story would you like visitors to imagine here?
I would like visitors to imagine the story of the words that have shaped their lives and the ways they've shaped others' lives through their words.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yes,
Thank you.
bravo. Bravo.
Bravo. Thank you. Let's gather around Ebru Winegard's or Weingard's flower work here. In this untitled, like, interactive, momentary digital video still of a multimedia installation, this work brings us back to the individual botanical form. A flower is familiar, but inside an immersive garden, it becomes part of a larger visual language. Ebru, are you with us today?
Yes, I am here.
Beautiful. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
In one sentence or 3 words, what drew you to the flower as your form?
I think it's my form can be tulip, as in that image is in the reference to the from history and bring to the future to change the perspective.
That's a nice way to consider time and the future, especially within a flower as it evolves. It cannot escape time. On our back wall, we have a work created by Jihan Amalia Irfani. It's called To Your Beauty. It's a web-based AR poetic experience. It takes the garden beyond the physical artwork and into an augmented reality experience. The garden becomes playful and social. It isn't only something we look at. It can become something we carry with us and share. Jihan, are you with us today? One is able to click on some of these characters and try out her augmented reality experience. And we are surrounded by Ines Said and Tanit XR's succulent flowers. These succulents by Ines and her community and Tanit XR team bring us back to resilience and adaptation. Succulents hold what they need. They survive difficult conditions, and they still produce extraordinary forms. Inez, are you with us today? Jihan, I see that you cannot open your mic. I'm glad that you're including your comment into, I'll ask you a question. What do you hope happens when people meet your characters and experience your work? And Inez, are you here today? We just love these succulents. Okay, as Jihan is typing, we're going to move into gallery number 3. You are able to walk through the garden. Nothing is collidable. And join us here. This is the 3rd gallery. Wonderful. And if anyone wants to mute themselves, if they're not speaking, that would be perfect. Thank you. Gallery 3 is about future gardens, sustainability. Oh, I hear somebody's mic. Now the garden changes again. We've moved from transformation and connection, and here we are where we may ask, what happens next? What will tomorrow's garden look like? What will we grow? What will survive? What will we need to change? And what do we do with the things that we've lost? We see the work Fuchsia's Altar by Tong Tong Wu. Tong Tong's work contributes to the sense that the garden is not simply a representation of the present. It can become a space for imagining another future, a future that includes solace and healing and grief. Tong Tong, are you with us today in the gallery? Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. It's okay. First, I'm going to go back into our chat here. Jihan says, okay, thank you for the question. I hope that there will be a hope for especially women to entrust the process of growth and the character will represent their voice. I love that. Thank you. When we are able to express our voice, we are always stronger, not just ourselves, but together. And Alyssa is here. Alyssa says that she's a volunteer with Tanit XR and actually created one of these succulents in the center. Yay! It's amazing to see how this exhibition has come together. Congrats to all artists. You've made beautiful work. Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. We love having your work here. And we love that you submit as a team. A garden is never something that can be really solitary. Even if you're the only person, there's always a butterfly or a bee or participants in the soil. There's the breeze, there's the morning dew. And so we appreciate you. In the center, we have Chloe Lowe. And Chloe gives us another perspective on an evolving garden. Living Still. These 3 works are from an installation that is also a video piece. One of the things, it's an interactive video work, actually, with different interactive elements. These objects are here as a representative, and we will also see her work in the film festivals, as well as most of the artists that you've seen here today. Chloe gives us another perspective of an evolving garden. And one of the things I wanted in this gallery was for the future not to feel like one single prediction. but that there may be many futures. Chloe, are you with us today? She's not. So let's take a look at Cat Island on the back wall by Yiping Li. Yiping Li's Cat Island brings us a wonderful sense of imagination into future garden. The garden becomes a place where different forms of life can coexist and where ordinary rules of the physical world don't necessarily apply. Sustainability is the name of the game. Yiping, are you with us today? We know that this time of day is difficult to join, and so we're also going to have an evening event as well. Keep an eye out for that. We'll have another guided tour and presentation in the future. And as another opportunity to welcome the artists as well as more of us in our community to have access and be able to participate in this tour. Bianing Rosie Chen, Future Flowers. Rosie Chen's Future Flowers feel botanical, tomorrow's flowers. Tomorrow's plants. Feel botanical, but they also feel as though they could belong to a world that hasn't arrived yet. They ask us to imagine what a flower might become. Rosie, are you with us? I hear someone typing. Yeah, that's great. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Marlena Bosleo. Thank you. Please continue. We have more of our garden. We're here now in the, oh, wait. Let's go back, sorry, into this garden. Brandy Nichols, are you here today? Brandy Nichols created something pretty cool. She made an AI flower identifier, which brings us directly into one of the questions underneath this exhibit. What happens when technology changes how we understand the natural world? We use technology to classify, identify, organize, and understand nature. Here, technology becomes part of our encounter with the garden itself. Brandy, are you with us? I encourage everyone to try out the AI flower identifier. And join me now in the auditorium rotunda. Tink Playground, Tink, yes, your cosmic pollen. We've moved through transformation, connection, and possible futures. But now I want to change the scale completely. Tink Playground's cosmic pollen lets us think about the garden at a scale beyond the garden itself. Pollen moves, it travels, it connects. Something incredibly small becomes part of something enormous. And this is also our first little glimpse towards what comes next at XR Women Museum. If the garden asks us to think about what we cultivate here on Earth, what happens when we look beyond the garden? Join me as we enter the game arcade. Before Sure. Fan Ooh.
What a great
Ooh.
idea. So unique.
Yeah, I can't wait to wear your pollen designs. I love it. Before we leave the garden, there's one more thing I want you to see. The garden is playable. During the Games for Change museum focused program called Game Plan, I developed 2 garden games as experiments in how we might move from looking at immersive art to participating in a garden world that is focusing on community belonging. This is our new game arcade. It might stay here, it might evolve, it might move around to another frame. But right now, I want this to be an invitation. I would love for the garden to eventually contain games made by different people so that this isn't necessarily a finished space. It's an experiment, a place to play, and a place to imagine what could be made next. I invite you to click on the right dots, right spots to play games, which is kind of dotty considering that these walls are full of spots. You'll find the right ones, and perhaps you'll add your game to the wall, to the space around you, to what speaks to your imagination. And now I want to invite you to join me in the community garden. We've finally come to something especially important to me. This garden doesn't end with this exhibition. I'd love to invite you to join me by teleporting through this portal into the community garden. I'll see you there.
Paige, how many people can the community garden accommodate?
Oh, only 8, unfortunately, but it'll be broken into many shards.
Oh, it will. Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's what I'm hoping for. I tried to increase the capacity, but was unable to get a response in time.
Okay. I will stay here since I'm recording.
Perfect.
I don't know what will happen if I go through.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go through, Karen. I'll let you know what's on the other side.
Okie doke.
Hello, you beautiful souls. I found my voice.
Hello, I couldn't get in.
Hello. Hello. Welcome back.
Is there still space in the garden?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try it again. It should break into many shards. This is an experiment. Let's try and see if more shards allow us to enter.
Hi, Karen, are you here?
Okay, well, that's an experiment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, please enjoy the community garden on your own time. It only will host 8, and it looks like it only allows 1 shard. Okay. Something new information. We will come back to the spot. Okay, well, it only has one shard, so perhaps many people didn't experience the community garden, but we'll come back hopefully.
I think they will. This is absolutely beautifully incredible, Paige. Congratulations, and congratulations to all the artists who have participated. This is truly unique. I'm so proud. So proud.
Oh, wonderful, Julie. That means the world.
Hello,
Let
you
me
beautiful souls. Thank you so much, Paige. I just want to say thank you. This has been amazing and incredible. And I'm so glad to be part of this phenomenal exhibit. And I did want to give a treat to everyone who is here inside the chat. I did drop the AR experience and version of this piece that I entered. So you can bring this piece to action and around you to where you are. So thank you so much, Paige.
Oh, LM, we just love you. Keep an eye out for our next exhibit. I couldn't imagine installation without your work being part of it. We're going to have an exhibit called Cosmos, and it's going to be a 4-part world building exploration where you'll have the opportunity to refine and transform your work through a series of prompts across the entire winter.
Oh, how exciting! I'm super jazzed about that. I saw and I'm super excited. So thank you for always giving us something to look forward to and bringing us together in these beautiful ways.
LM, thank you. You give us so much back. Thank you for being part of our community, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Now, many people perhaps were able to get to the community garden. However, some people might not have been able to get there. At this time, it has a capacity of 8. And what I expected was that several shards would open up. But the community garden is separate from Garden in Full Bloom. The exhibition we just walked through is curated. The artists submitted work. I selected their works and designed the environment. The community garden is totally different. It's intended to grow through contribution. Artists and community contributors can add their own pieces to a shared digital ecology, and visitors can discover those contributions through the garden itself. I intentionally didn't create a wall of names there. I wanted the focus to remain on the garden. Instead, each contributor has its own way of being discovered with information about the work and the creator. And that feels more like a garden to me. You don't necessarily walk into a garden and see a giant list of everyone who planted something. You discover what has been growing. And I'll lead you.
This is my favorite right here.
Oh, I'm hearing people choosing favorites. I love that. I want to thank all of the artists who contributed to Garden in Full Bloom.
Hello.
And I want to thank everyone who came today, not just to look at the artwork, but to enter the world with us.
Thank you. It's nice to see you here.
Oh, this exhibition will continue beyond today, and I hope that you'll come back. There will be opportunities for additional artist conversations and programming throughout the exhibition. In October, I'll be sharing the call for our next major exhibition, Cosmos, a 4-part worlding exhibition unfolding over the winter where artists will have the opportunity to refine and transform their work through a series of prompts. So Garden in Full Bloom isn't really an ending, it's a beginning. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the garden. And now, please go explore. Check out the museum annex, the community garden, and click on most of the artworks have video experience, an AR filter or something attached to it, and look for an invitation for evening tour and screening event. Thank you so much.
Bravo, everybody. Beautiful.
Woo-hoo!
Wonderful works.
Thank you. Thank you, Celeste. Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Liana,
Paige, for a great show.
thank you. Ibru, thank you. Oh, fantastic. It was meaningful to have each of your works submitted. This work was actually inspired. This exhibit was inspired by work from our last exhibit from Yana, who had an animation in the screening room with a little flower that blossomed over her head. And I imagined all of us in full bloom. Trish, we cannot hear you. Oh, thank you. Well, let's explore the exhibit. Would anyone like to try the community garden or the annex again, or to wander through the flowers? You absolutely were. And Tink, we love your works here. Tink also contributed her feather blooms that you saw in the front gallery. And we have another work of Trish's in the front.
Which other piece is Trisha's?
Trisha's work Guardian is in the front lobby as well.
I see. Wow.
Okay, enjoy the exhibit. That's right. Would anyone like to join me in the museum annex? You can try it out by clicking on the red spiral. You're also able to click on other things here.
Who designed the logo and design in the entry room for Garden in Full Bloom?
Tink.
That's my piece.
Yeah, Tink contributed the garden feathered blooms.
Love that.
And I transformed them into a collage and a sign.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't it gorgeous?
Good collab. It's really, really nice. The font is cool. The way you did the font with the shadow.
Thank you. That font is called Alien Encounters.
That's appropriate.
Perfect. That's kind of what they are.
Some of Tink's pieces remind me of Bjork's art, because I went to go see her live a couple years ago, and her art was very like nature and plant inspired and very amorphous and psychedelic, and really, she's just one of my favorite artists of all time. Like going to see her concerts, like a work of modern art unfolding.
Right.
Completely.
Yes.
Completely.
I hear that often.
Tink,
Yeah,
you
I've
should
been on a
invite
Bjork
Celeste
kick,
to
actually.
some of
Music.
your-
Check out her music. Wow, she's so prolific.
Yeah, Celeste, check out some of Tink's worlds inside of Horizon Worlds.
Oh, okay.
They are gorgeous, and I've had the delight. She's the lead artist in Remix Reef and All Coral Collective.
Nice. I haven't seen it recently.
Yeah, we have some new
Who did this dancing lady over here?
Yeah, this is Galina Shevchenko, and I love her work. If you go through this spiral, you'll see a whole garden of more of these.
Oh,
yeah, I think
Fleur de Resistance. There's about 10 of them.
And
All
if
you
you
need
check
to
out
do
her work, she has a lot of them in an augmented reality form, so you can bring these instances live to where you are, because she does a lot of work with Illust. Shout out to Galina.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, some of these you wouldn't necessarily know they're a portal. Like this one, if it's the red swirl on the wall, does it say portal? Oh,
That's
click the
correct.
spiral. I see. Click the spiral.
Yes. Yes. If you click on that, you'll go to the rest of her works.
And the portal that we walked into earlier, is that 8 people per instance, or is it 8 people per world? Is it instanced on this platform?
Well, I thought it would be. This was the first time we tried it out, and it looked like it did not shard into more instances.
Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully before our next event, we'll be able to transform both of the annex and the community garden and permanent collection, which hosts some of Juliana Lowe's work, who's here with us, as well as Trish Giannakis, in our permanent collection. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll be able to bump up that capacity.
Who did the spooky tree branch briar piece? I came in a little late, so who did the spooky briar branches here over the door?
It is work that is created by Ren's Renders.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that one too, Celeste.
It's kind of gothy.
Yeah, yeah.
Try walking through it. It is a transformation.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tim Burton.
Yes, yes. Very much so. There's an artist, Deborah Butterfield, who takes driftwood and branches and then casts them in bronze. This is almost like liquid bronze turned as a VR drawing material, turning into the threshold arbor.
Thank you so much, Paige. I think it's time to bring the recording to a close, the live stream. Unless, would you like to say any closing remarks before I do so?
Yes. I want to thank all the artists who contributed to Garden in Full Bloom. And I want to thank everyone who came, not just to look at the work, but to enter a world with us. This garden is just a beginning. So thank you for being here and enjoy the garden.
Thank you, Paige, and thank you to all the artists. Such beautiful work here.
Thank you, Karen. Oh, thank you, Trisha. We love your art. I hope that you had a chance to get into the community garden and see your work in the permanent exhibit. In fact, if anyone would like to join me to try out the community garden and permanent exhibit one more time, I'd love to bring